Hi, this is Anu and welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you today from beautiful Florida. It is too cold to be in Massachusetts right now, so the whole family migrated for a few days. Good idea, isn't it? But I couldn't post last Friday. I had to get my camera and things to here and find a setting to film, and a lot of technical issues happened. But I'm really happy that I am posting this for you today. It was very important to me to post this Valentine's cardigan on time before Valentine. Of course, it's red, it has hearts, so it's perfect for it. Hopefully you will have time to crochet it, but if you don't, it's such a cute sweater that can be worn all year long. Here is the beautiful sweater and me wearing it in beautiful Florida. I love the softness, the ease of crocheting with this yarn, and the simplicity of the pattern. It looks very complicated, but it's not, because there's a lot of counting and, you know, adjusting the hearts and stuff like that. But that I did for you. Hopefully it will help. Also, I don't stress this enough. It's okay to make mistakes once in a while. Crochet is very forgiving. Of course, you don't want your heart to be crooked, but if there is one stitch more here or there, that is okay. No one will know it. In fact, I will reveal a little secret to you. In every one of my pattern, I always make mistakes, right? Everybody does. But in every one of my pattern, I leave one mistake that I know of as my little sign, because perfection doesn't exist. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to make mistakes. All right? That's my little message of the day here. Here is the beautiful Valentine's cardigan. It has little hearts. I loved creating those hearts. It wasn't hard at all. They're just popcorn stitch that are arranged to create the heart pattern. Of course, I will take you through it as usually, slowly but surely, one step at a time. The yarn that I used is not expensive. It's from Michaels or Joanne. It's a red heart. I'll put all the information, of course, about the yarn in the info box down below. It's not expensive at all. I crocheted this cardigan from the bottom up, making first the edging, then the back and the front are together, then you do the front panels and the rest of the back. Close it, assemble the shoulders, and put sleeves on it. That's all. So here you go. Yeah, we are here in Florida. I tried to create a little bit of a nice setting, but it's not my regular setting, of course. But yeah, we are trying to make it work for you guys. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button. It's totally free, and hit that little bell right here to be notified every time I post something new. Here are my social media where you can find me. Of course, I will have bigger and smaller sizes on my blog. This is the address for my blog. So, of course, my channel is geared towards visual learners like me, which I am. But if you need extra tool, it's always there in a written format on my blog. Okie dokie, but give me a few days to post it.
And if you would like to know how to make this beautiful Valentine's cardigan, keep on watching.
For this tutorial, you will need 7 skeins of the yarn from the brand Lion brand, Heartland, in color Redwood. You will also need an 8mm crochet hook, tapestry needle, and some scissors. Let's begin by making the bottom edging of your cardigan. Take your crochet hook and your yarn and make a slip knot. And then you are going to proceed by making chains, and a total of 80 chains. We are beginning with the bottom of your cardigan. Once you have 80 stitches in total, you're going to go to the third chain from your hook and make a double crochet. And then in the next one, in the next chain, make another double crochet and repeat in the next chain and in every chain that presents itself to you. And I will meet you at the end of your first row when you have one row of double crochet. At the end of your first row, you will have 78 double crochet. For your second row, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work around. And we are going to make front post double crochet all along that second row. And the way you do a front post double crochet is super simple. Let me show you. So you yarn over and you go around the post from the first round. Yarn over and back behind the post. Yarn over through 2 loops. And then yarn over through the 2 last loops on your crochet hook. Let's do this again. Yarn over and wrap your crochet hook around the post from the previous row. Yarn over and back. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over through 2 loops. You have 2 loops on your crochet hook, and yarn over through the last 2 loops. And this is what you're going to repeat all along your second row, making front post double crochet all along. You still will have 78 stitches at the end of your second row, and I will meet you at the end of your second row. And here you are at the end of your second row. You're going to chain 2, turn your work around, and for the third row you're going to do a back post double crochet. So you yarn over, and instead of coming from the front, you come from the back around the post from the previous row, from row 2. So you yarn over, come from the back around the post, yarn over and right back through that post. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over through 2 loops, and yarn over through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go from the back to the front, wrap your crochet hook around your post from round 2, yarn over right back through that post. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over through 2, you have 2 loops on your crochet hook, and yarn over through 2. And that is what you're going to repeat all along that third row of your cardigan, and I will meet you at the end of your third row. And here you are at the end of your third row. This is what it looks from the back, and this is what it looks from the front of your work. In the back you can see those ridges. You're going to chain 2 and turn your work around, and we're going to tackle the fourth row. And for the fourth row you're just going to do front post double crochet all along those 78 stitches. And I will meet you at the end of your fourth row. Here you are at the end of your fourth row, and we are ready for the fifth one. For this one you're going to chain 1, turn your work around, and you're going to make 2 single crochet in that same stitch. It is a row where we increase, so you're done with the bottom kind of edge of your cardigan. And now what you're going to do is add 22 stitches throughout that fifth row. So I increase every third stitch, regular single crochet, then another regular single crochet, and then in the third stitch I make 2 single crochet in that same stitch. And that is what I'm going to do all along that fifth row until I added 22 stitches in total. At the end of my row 5 I will have 100 stitches. I had 78, I added 22, 100 stitches in total. And I will meet you at the end of that fifth row. The sixth row is where we begin our little popcorn stitches. So you chain 1, turn your work around, and you do a single crochet in the next 6 stitches. I will meet you once you have 6 single crochets. Once you have 6 stitches, time for the popcorn stitch. Super easy. In that next stitch, you're going to make 5 double crochets in that same next stitch, the same stitch. 5 double crochet. I'll meet you once you have 5 double crochet in that same stitch. Drop your crochet hook, count the first double crochet you had made of the 5, pass your crochet hook through that first double crochet you had made and pass your crochet hook through the loop you just dropped. So right now you have 2 loops on your crochet hook, pass 1 loop through the next, and here you go, you just created a popcorn. Can you see it? So cute! Now make 28 single crochets. And in the 29th, we're going to make another popcorn stitch. And that is what you're going to repeat all along that 6th row. So for that 6th row, what you will have is first 6 single crochet, and then you're going to have a popcorn stitch. Then you're going to have 28 single crochet, your second popcorn stitch, 28 single crochet, your third popcorn stitch, 28 single crochet, your fourth popcorn stitch, and after your fourth popcorn stitch, you're going to have 6 single crochet to end that 6th row. And I will meet you at the end of your 6th row. Here we are at the end of your 6th row. You chain 1, you turn your work around, and now what you're going to do is just a single crochet in each and every one of the stitches. So here I will show you. You have your 6 first single crochet, and then you're going to make a single crochet at the top of the popcorn stitch. Right there, that's the top of your popcorn stitch, and that's your 7th stitch. And then now you're going to make a single crochet in the next 28 stitches, and then on top of the popcorn stitch you're going to make a single crochet again all along, and I will meet you at the end of your 7th row. And at the end of your 7th row you will still have 100 stitches in total. And for the 8th row now, chain 1 and make a single crochet in that first stitch, and in the next 4 stitches make a single crochet. You will have 5 single crochet at the beginning of your 8th row, which will be another row of popcorn stitches. In that 6th stitch you're going to make a popcorn again by making 5 double crochets in that same stitch. Here you go, 5 double crochet, drop your stitch, count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pass your crochet hook through that 5th and through that stitch you just dropped, pass your crochet hook through both of the loops, and you're done with the popcorn. And then make a single crochet in the next stitch and make another popcorn in the next. So you have a popcorn, a single crochet, and a popcorn. And we are creating the pointy bottom part of our heart. Alright, so you're doing that second popcorn stitch. And then you're going to, instead of making 28 single crochet like we had done at the row 6, now you're going to make 26 single crochets. Once you have 26 single crochets, you are going to repeat and make a popcorn stitch in the next stitch, in the 27th 7th stitch. Make the popcorn stitch the same way, 5 double crochet in that same stitch, dropping your crochet hook, counting 5, passing your crochet hook through on top of that first double crochet, going through the loop you dropped, passing that loop through the first one, and voila, and then a single crochet and another popcorn stitch in the next stitch. And that is what you're going to repeat. So doing your next popcorn stitch and then 26 single crochet, repeat again, a popcorn, a single crochet, a popcorn, and then 26 single crochet, a popcorn, a single crochet, and a popcorn, and ending your 8th row with 5 single crochet. I will meet you at the end of your 8th row. And alright, we are at the end of your 8th row and you have 5 single crochet left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for your 9th row, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work around and make a single crochet all along that 9th row. At the end of your 9th row, you will still have 100 stitches in total. Time for row 10. Row 10 is a row of popcorn stitches, chain 1, and this time you are going to make a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 3 and 4. And in the 5th one, you're going to make a popcorn stitch, 5 double crochet in the same stitch, and so on and so forth. Drop your stitch, count 5, pass your crochet hook in the first double crochet, in the stitch you dropped, pass the stitch you dropped through the stitch you have on your crochet hook. Now you're going to make 3 single crochets, a single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then in the 4th stitch you're going to make another popcorn stitch. So your popcorn stitches will be separated by 3 single crochets. Here you go, second popcorn stitch made, and this time you're going to make a single crochet in the next 24 stitches. This is what you're going to do for your row 10. So a popcorn, 3 single crochet, a popcorn, 24 single crochet. Repeat this until the end of your row 10 and end your row 10 with 4 single crochets. Row 11, like every odd row, will be a row of single crochet all along. You still have 100 single crochet. And for round 12, chain 1, make a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. And then you make a popcorn stitch. In between your popcorn stitches now you will make 5 single crochets. And then in the next stitch, a popcorn stitch. And then you will make a single crochet in the next 22 stitches. See how it's taking shape? It's beginning to look like a heart. We're getting there. So 22 single crochets, then a popcorn stitch, 5 single crochet and a popcorn stitch. And that is what is going to be your row 12 all along, ending your row 12 with 3 single crochet. Row 13 will be a row of single crochet, and here we are at row 14. Chain 1, turn your work around and make a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then make a popcorn stitch. Alright, we're creating the middle part of your heart, so pay attention. Finish your popcorn stitch right there. And then make 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3. A single crochet in the next 3 stitches. But then in the 4th stitch you're going to make a popcorn stitch, and that is going to be the middle popcorn stitch of your heart. We are at row 14. Alright, finish your popcorn stitch. Here we go. And then a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And then in the 4th stitch, another popcorn stitch. And then you're going to make 8 single crochet. And a popcorn stitch in the next stitch. This will be the bottom, the pointy part of the alternate heart that you will have on your pattern. Once you are done with your popcorn stitch, you are now then going to make a single crochet in the next 11 stitches. What you're going to do now is a popcorn stitch. And then 3 single crochets. Another popcorn stitch. Three single crochet. And another popcorn stitch. And now you're going to proceed by making 10 single crochets. And then you're going to make a popcorn stitch. Once you have your popcorn stitch, you are going to then make 10 single crochets again. Except we only have 9 single crochet in between the bubbles, so you're going to add a single crochet by making a single crochet in that same next stitch. One of the stitches there, you do 2 single crochet in one, counting 10 single crochets in total with the one that you just added. Once you have 10 single crochet, you are then going to make a popcorn in the 11th one. Alright, so make a popcorn now, right there. And then make a single crochet in the next 3 stitches, a popcorn stitch, 3 single crochet, and another popcorn stitch. And then you are going to single crochet 11, and once you have 11 single crochet, you're going to make a popcorn stitch. There you go, making your popcorn stitch. That will be the bottom of that alternating heart. All right, then you're going to make a single crochet in the next 8 stitches, and in the 9th one you're going to make a popcorn, then 3 single crochet, a popcorn, 3 single crochet, and a popcorn, and you're going to end that 14th row with 2 single crochets. And then for your 15th row you're going to have a whole row of single crochet, and I will meet you for your 16th row. And for your 16th row you're going to make a single crochet in the next 3 stitches, doing the upper part of your heart. Then in the next stitch, in the 4th one, you're going to make a popcorn stitch. And then you're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch. In the next stitch, a popcorn stitch. Once you're done with this popcorn stitch, you're going to repeat twice more. A single crochet, a popcorn, a single crochet, a popcorn. And I will meet you once you have 4 popcorn stitches separated by a single crochet. So a single crochet now, in the next stitch, and in the next, a popcorn stitch. A single crochet in the next stitch, and your 4th popcorn stitch in the next. And just like that, you are done with your first heart. What you're going to do now is single crochet 8 stitches. So make 8 single crochets. Look how cute your heart looks. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you have 8 single crochet, you are going to make a popcorn stitch in the 9th one. And you see you're creating your second heart. It's going to be a little bit in between the 2 first hearts that you made. All right, so here you're finishing your popcorn stitch. You're still at the 16th row, right? And then you're going to make a single crochet, and you're going to make another popcorn stitch right there. Perfect. And now you're going to make a single crochet in the next 11 stitches. And then once you are done with your 11 stitches, you're going to repeat again and make a popcorn, a single crochet, a popcorn, a single crochet, a popcorn, a single crochet, a popcorn, a single crochet to have your 4 little popcorn stitch and finishing the top of the heart. And you're going to continue like that, repeating from star to star, so making the 4 popcorn and then making the new heart in between, and then the 4 popcorns, a new heart in between, and that is what you're going to do for your row 16 and your row 16 again with 3 single crochet. And then for your row 17 you're going to of course make a single crochet all along, and I will meet you for your row 18. Okay, so for row 18 we are done with one of our hearts. So we're going to begin our row 18 by of course chaining 1, and then we are going to make a single crochet in the next 17 stitches. Once you have 17 stitches, in the 18th one you're going to make a popcorn stitch. Awesome. And then you're going to make 3 single crochets, and in the 4th stitch another popcorn stitch. Alright, now what you're going to do is make 27 single crochets. Once you have 27 single crochet, in the 28th stitch you're going to make a popcorn, 3 single crochet and a popcorn. Then you're going to make 27 single crochets again, a popcorn, 3 single crochet, a popcorn, and you're going to end your row 18 with 17 single crochet. For row 19 you're going to make a row of single crochet again. For row 20 you're going to turn, of course, chain 1, make 6 single crochet, and in the 7th stitch make a popcorn stitch. This will be the bottom pointy part of the next heart. Then you are going to make 8 single crochets. In the 9th stitch you're going to make a popcorn stitch. Then make 3 single crochets. Yep, Abigail agrees, 3. Then make a popcorn stitch again. Make 3 single crochets, and in the 4th stitch another popcorn stitch. We're closing up our heart. We are at the top of our heart. Now let's create the bottom of our next heart by single crochet 11 and then making a popcorn stitch in the 12th stitch. And then that never happened to me before, but I lost my footage, so I'm going to explain to you what to do. You are here right now, you're going to make 11 single crochets, and then you are going to make a popcorn stitch, 3 single crochet, a popcorn stitch, 3 single crochet and a popcorn stitch. And then you're going to again make 11 single crochet and a popcorn, 11 single crochet again, a popcorn stitch, 3 single crochet, a popcorn, 3 single crochet, a popcorn, and then you are going to end that row by making 8 single crochet, a popcorn, and ending your row with 6 single crochet, and we are done with your row. Now for your 21st row you are going to make a row of single crochet, and for your next row you're going to make 5 single crochet, a popcorn stitch, a single crochet and another popcorn stitch, Then you're going to make 8 single crochet, and then you're going to make a popcorn stitch, a single crochet, a popcorn stitch, a single crochet, a popcorn stitch, a single crochet, and a popcorn stitch. So you're going to have 4 popcorn stitches separated by a single crochet. Then you're going to make 11 single crochet, a popcorn stitch, single crochet, a popcorn stitch, 11 single crochet, and then make a popcorn stitch, single crochet, a popcorn stitch, single crochet, a popcorn stitch, single crochet, and the 4th popcorn stitch. And then you're going to make 11 single crochet, a popcorn stitch, a single crochet, a popcorn stitch, 11 single crochet again. Make your 4 popcorn stitch separated by a single crochet, 8 single crochets, popcorn stitch, single crochet, popcorn stitch, and end your row with 5 single crochet. For your next row, you're going to make a whole row of single crochet. And now for row 24, you're going to repeat row 10, which was 4 single crochet, a popcorn stitch, 3 single crochet, a popcorn, 24 single crochet, etc. For row 25, a whole row of single crochet. For row 26, repeat row 12, row 27, single crochet, row 28, repeat row 14, row 29, a whole row of single crochet, and row 30, repeat row 16. So what we have done so far is worked on our lower back and part of the 2 front panels. And now we're going to work on both of the front panels. So for your row 31, you're going to do a whole row of single crochet. But for your row 32, you will continue in pattern, but working only on 25 stitches. You're going to have your first little part of the heart, and then you're going to have the second heart, and right after the second heart, you will have 1 stitch left before you turn to your 33rd row, and your 33rd row will be a row of single crochet. And then you will continue in pattern the same way you did until now, until you reach row 50, and then you fasten off, and you are going to repeat exactly the same thing at the other side, just working on 25 stitches until you are done with your 50th row and you fasten off. Okay, so now that we are done working on the front panels, we are going to work on your back. Going back to row 32, and you're going to count 4 stitches from the right panel right there, from the right side, and pass your crochet hook in the 5th stitch. Join with your yarn, chain 1 and single crochet in that same stitch you just joined. You are going to make 18 stitches, 18 single crochets in total, counting your first stitch right here. And I will meet you once you have 18 single crochets. Once you have your 18 single crochet, you're going to make a popcorn stitch, 5 single crochets, and a popcorn stitch. And then you are going to make 18 single crochets to finish that 30th row. For the upper part of your back, you are working on 43 stitches in total. Row 33 will be a row of single crochet as usual. And for row 34, you are going to make 5 single crochets. And then in the 6th stitch, you're going to make a popcorn stitch. And you see that heart, you're creating another heart just above it. And then you're going to make 11 single crochets. In the 12th stitch, you're going to make a popcorn stitch. And then 3 single crochets, a popcorn stitch, three single crochets, and another popcorn stitch, and now 11 single crochets, a popcorn stitch in the 12th, and then you're going to end this row by making 5 single crochets, and your row 35 will be a row of single crochet. And you are going to continue your back until you are done with your hearts and a row 50. At the end of row 50 you will fasten off. And this is what your work should look like. So you see how you have the front, the back, the front panel. And now what you need to do is fold your work like so, wrong side facing you. And with a tapestry needle or your crochet hook, you are going to assemble your shoulders together, therefore creating the opening for the sleeves. And now time to create the sleeves. This is the sleeve opening that was created by assembling your shoulders together. Take your crochet hook and your yarn, and you see the 4 stitches we had left. You're going to count 2, and in the 3rd you're going to pass your crochet hook and join. Chain 1 single crochet in that same stitch. And now around the sleeve opening you are going to pick up 37 stitches in total, picking up the side, going up the side of your sleeve, meeting where you assemble the shoulders, going down the opposite side, and meeting where we just joined. 37 stitches in total. Place a stitch marker at the first stitch so you know where your row begins and ends. It's actually a round because for now, for the sleeves, we are crocheting in the round. Here is my Hermione stitch marker. I will put the link where you can purchase it in the info box down below. And that's it. That's what you're going to do. You are going to be crocheting in the round, rounds and rounds and rounds, until you have 50 rounds in total. At the end of your 50 round, you will fasten off. Repeat the same for the other sleeve from 0 to 50. And now for the finishing touches. And now it is time to create the edging that will go around the front, your neck, and the other side of your front panel. For the edging, you're going to place your work right side facing you, pass your crochet hook at the bottom of the right panel, and you're going to one. The first row of your edging will be made by making single crochets and picking up stitches all along the side of your work. So you're going to pick up stitches going up, reaching the collar, a few stitches on the collar, and then going down the other side of your panel. The most important thing is to have the same amount of stitches on one side of your collar than on the other for your cardigan to be symmetrical. Here you go, I'm going up, reaching the collar, and then going down the opposite side. I will meet you once I have my first row of single crochets. Alright, you are done with your first row, chain 2, turn your work around. You are now working with the wrong side of your cardigan facing you, and you are going to make double crochets on top of those single crochets. So your second row of your edging will be a row of double crochet, and I will meet you at the end of your second row. Here you are at the end of your second row. Chain 2 and turn your work around, and now you will have the right side of your work facing you. And you're going to proceed by making front post double crochets. Your third row will be a row of front post double crochet. I will meet you at the end of your row. This is what your work will look like in the front, and in the back you will have little ridges. Alright, so you're at the end of your third row. Back of your work, front of your work. Chain 2 and turn your work around. And now you're going to make for this fourth row a row of back post double crochet. I will meet you once you have your fourth row of back post double crochet. At the end of your fourth row, you are going to fasten off, and that is it, my friend. You just need to sew in all the loose tails of your work, and you're done with this beautiful Valentine's cardigan. I hope you have liked it as much as I have enjoyed creating it for you. I'm looking forward to many more tutorials, and in the meantime, happy crochet. Don't forget that the written patterns will be on my blog with smaller and larger sizes in a few days. And that's it. In the meantime, kisses and happy crochet. Bye. Abigail joined. She's very happy to be out of the cold, and we are all very happy to be out of the cold. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you want to do my bye-bye?
Yes.
So sit down here.
What do I say?
Sit down so you can see yourself. Right there.
That's very low. Okay.
Is that better? Merci, chérie. See you next time, and happy crochet. Here is the beautiful Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day. If you are not subscribed to... Click on the subscribe button right here.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.